Hi and welcome back to my channel of an everyday life on Aspie. If you're new, I'm Aspie. I'm all about creating mental health and awareness and sharing my life stories with autism and mental health, along with tips and advice, along with also taking you all on a journey with yous or with me included to have some fun and games and sharing you guys what life is like, along with many other variety of things. So if you're into any of these, feel free to subscribe on the bottom right hand corner of the channel there, as well as turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any future up. So I want to quickly just share with you guys another tag video, hopefully just for fun, hopefully for the weekend, for you guys to maybe come along and join me, because as we know, I've done a few tags here and there. This one is basically the perfect subscriber tag hearsay, and this one was an original video format based on Katie Marie, and I'll link her video to it in the description as well as her channel if you want to check it out. So there's about 13 questions, and these 13 questions will also be in the description box below us if you want to join me on it. Whoever's watching today, by all means, you know, just for fun, hopefully, so that we can get to know each other, because that's what some tag videos is all about. It's getting to know one another and hopefully engage with one another. So number one is, do you subscribe right away when you find a new channel or video, or do you just try a few videos first from that particular channel? I don't usually subscribe right away because, let's be real, obviously many of us may have come across a lot of people that does that sub for sub, like, you know, you watch my channel and I'll, you know, watch yours and whatever else, so to speak. And many people have this misconception or misunderstanding of how YouTube is working right now. But for me, I don't subscribe right away. If I see something that's inviting, be it your thumbnails and that, and then a particular topic that I want to hear your side of the opinion on, basically I'll watch it, get to know you, silently watching yours, and then maybe subscribe and basically just keep watching some of the videos as my, you know, future subscription list. 2, does the make sure you subscribe mantra ever sway you to subscribe? Let's be real, it depends on how you actually share it out, or shall we say just how you broadcast yourself, because, or with that pitch, because obviously there is a pitch to actually invite us to subscribe. Obviously, even though many people don't agree with it, you know, you should be doing it at the beginning, you should do it at the end, or whatever it may be. But to me, basically, I feel it depends on how they'll address it to you know, in that pitch, because obviously it's how you present yourself as well as the pitch, as well as your branding, that will sway me to actually maybe subscribe to you, and how I will relate to you in some of the topics that you may be sharing, be it if it's mental health, be it if it's general health, or some form of hobbies, or if you're an entertainment channel, you might be lucky enough to see me floating around here, say, as a subscriber. Number 3 is, how many channels do you have the notification bell turned on for? As you're aware, basically, like, as I said before, I'm a silent watcher as I come onto your channel, if I've subscribed and whatever else it may be. And there's a few that are on. I do my very darn hardest though to watch some new videos and new channels, to show my support when I'm in there, you know, basically, as well in saying this, based on trying to give you some comments, feedback and whatnot. But don't ever go hard on me when you do. You know, I hear you say in the video that you would like some feedback. You know, I've been getting backlash from some people at the moment about how you go about, you know, you wanting feedback and that positive criticism, and that you got to remember sometimes it's a hard world out there. It's competitive obviously right now for some of us, or many of us, regardless what niche we're targeting, I believe also, because obviously at the end of the day that, you know, we need to be aware that we need to make the best of ourselves, you know, no prejudgment of others. So I do have a few notification bells turned on for certain channels that I watch. Now, number 4 is, do you watch every video from your subscription feed or only your favorites? This will vary from time to time, how busy I am or whatever it may be, or again, as I said before, depending on how how you dress yourself as a person on the screen, because obviously they say the outer appearance on the screen tells the story, which is kind of sad fact reality, but that's how it goes. But in reality, as we know, it shouldn't go that way about the outer appearance of a person. It should be all about basically our personality or whatever it may be, hearsay, and that we need to be aware of it. But just to answer that one, I watch a 50-50 split on that one. So like I said, it depends on my moods and depending on the time of day I have, you know. I'll probably watch through my subscriptions versus also, as I said, basically some of my favourites. You know, even though I'm just doing the best I can to support as many small YouTubers out there, especially when it comes down to also trying to pop in now and again, and then a lot of groups I'm in at the moment on Facebook that's YouTube based versus, you know, all the niches that I'm targeting, be it autism, different mental health, and just other bits and pieces floating about, you know, advocating and educating others just to, you know, get to know me a bit more, as well as just hopefully and saying this, giving you advice if you need it, regardless of whatever group I'm targeting. Number 5, how many channels do you never miss an upload for, no matter how busy you are? I try to make sure that, you know, when it comes down to when I have the notification bell turned on, to go straight to that channel. It's like, as I said before, it's all about support for all of us. We should be able to uplift each other. I know that sometimes many people do negativity for a reason, maybe just to be harsh on some of us or dislike our videos or whatever it may be. But my advice there is don't forever feel disheartened when that happens. Just take it from a grain of salt, hopefully, and just learn from it of some of the mistakes that may be happening inside the video or whatever it may be that needs to be addressed, regardless of what it is of what we're targeting for. Number 6, what kind of commenter you are. I've just mentioned this time and time again already in this part of the video. The type of commenter is, I am a silent watcher, I'll be watching your videos, and if I feel in my heart when I do connect with you in a way, and it's deeper level with certain things that I may share of certain topics, I will come on board and comment. I'm not the kind of girl that will try and tear you down. I'll do my darn hardest to actually give you my form of advice if it was a form of advice that you basically needed. Or basically another one is that we need to bear in mind that we have to basically be uplifting to one another. I believe that there has been too many negativity from many people that I have dealt with in the past and present. Hence why at the moment, as you know, in my last video mentioned basically, do I hide my comments or moderate my comments? Yes, I do, so to speak, as I said, because obviously for my own sanity, because obviously I've been cyberbullied and bullied outside the screen, and I know for a fact sometimes I'm trying to grow a thicker skin now that whenever I speak out my own truth, that it hits a nerve for some people and they don't want to hear it, so to speak, because of what I've been through and based on my experiences and everything else. And many people just look at me oddly, you know, even though it may feel like I'm an old bird, if you want to call it that way. Is do you skip or watch the ads? I usually try to make sure, depending on how many ads there are, watch them. Sometimes if I really want to just get straight to the video, I'll just go straight to the video. And like another food for thought I want to say out there is, you know, if you are monetizing your channel and you actually have ads running through it, please don't you have a go at me. You know, I know that sometimes this is maybe just your own income source, but you know damn well there is some other ways of dealing with monetization outside their channel, be it, you know, some people may have some sponsors, some may have merch, some may have like books that they've written, some may have done their artwork and have created a website just for their artwork or what have you. Some may have done their creative outlet of music, so they may have created some songs as a, you know, what have you. Number 8, do you speed up your videos? I don't speed up the videos. I know many people's attention span is really shocking at the moment. They say that at the moment people's attention span is only 10 seconds long. Sad fact, but true. But in saying this also, like, I try my very darn hardest to watch it from the beginning to the end, and actually if it's a longer video, be it a podcast style video or whatever, I do make sure to bar it down if need be and just listen to it while I'm doing something else, hearsay, and basically, you know, just do it. Or sometimes if I'm lucky enough, while I'm actually listening or watching the videos, you know, I can basically maybe just, you know, download the video for later use and just watch it that way, so I can carry it with me if need be. Number 9, do you click affiliate links or use affiliate codes? I used to have like Amazon affiliated page, but it's probably now expired. But other than that, now and again, if I have the chance, if it saves me money for some of the things I'm interested in, be it fashion, be it jewelry, or whatever it may be, yes, I'll use those codes of certain people that may have them, depending, you know, what it is at that time of need, or if I need that sort of thing, be it if it's, here's a new clothes or whatever it may be. So in that one, yes, I do. Sometimes it's a good way to help support people, even though some people may have other kind of coding, like discount codes and that for themselves for certain things that they bring up, be it if it's like, you know, their merch store that they're selling some merch and they're having a merch sale and whatever else it may be. Number 10, what's your preference when it comes to video length? Your sweet spot. The video length will vary. It depends, like again, as I said, how you've addressed yourself on the actual channel itself. Like, I don't usually have a preference to video length as such, even though many people debate this about video length. You know, the shorter the video, the better it will be, you know. And I have this argument sometimes, like, well, to myself, as well as maybe not just an argument to others in some groups, is basically, if you were targeting for 5 minutes, hearsay, how can you fit everything in within that 5 minutes? Because that has been a challenge for me. Because many people know, as an autistic, many of us like to talk about our favourite, you know, subjects or whatever it may be, and sometimes it gets a bit hard for me to try and break it down. So therefore, like, for me, I just try to split my ones up. But in saying this, when it comes down to video length, a good maybe 10 to 15 minute video will do me. But then usually it again depends. Alright, number 11, do you thumbs up the videos? Most of the videos that I have dealt with, I have thumbs up and actually commented with it just to add a bit more, because obviously we know feedback is really important, good or bad feedback, because obviously we need to learn from it, even though that many people can go out of their way to just do it. And if I do just thumbs up, and like I said before, as a silent watcher, you know, you've hit me in the spot of, you know, that I enjoyed it and whatnot, and that I did my very darn hardest not just to thumbs it up, but just to give you a bit of feedback with the video that I may be able to relate to, or something that made me laugh, or whatever it may be. 12, do you ever thumbs down a video? I haven't thumbs down a video. No way, Jose. I believe in, like, sometimes the thumbs up, thumbs down can be a bit of a nuisance sometimes, but then in saying this, basically, you know, again, as I said before, in the thumbs up is like the feedback source is just putting down my afterthoughts or my comments afterwards or what have you with it. If I didn't like the video, I sure as hell will tell you, honestly, because I'm all about being honest with you guys, and don't forever, you know, have a go at me, as I said before, when it comes down to giving you guys like sort of feedback, be it if it's negative or whatever, in a kind of nice way as possible to you, because you can't force someone, I've learned you can't force someone to like every video you produce, because, you know, everyone has different styles and tastes of what they like, be it, you know, makeup tutorials, be it, you know, sporting, be it whatever it may be. You can't suspect that everybody will like that video. That's a true fact, because obviously at the end of the day, they're there for a reason, and if they're your real true supporters, they'll be there to the, you know, whatever you decide, if you decide to do this as a business or whatever your aims and goals are. Because at the end of the day, also I've learned that there are a lot of people that will dislike the videos as well, and that's just the reality of it all, and we just need to be aware of it. And do you share other YouTubers' videos on your social medias? let's be real, I have shared a few videos in past of certain ones that has been involved either in my collabs or that is in my particular niche that I'm targeting. So don't forever fret that if you think, oh, I'm just, you know, playing favorites or whatever it may be for this last question, because I believe sometimes when it comes down to sharing some of the videos, like I said before, if you actually have touched me some way or another and I feel that it needs to be shared, I'll share it regardless, you know, and it's important to do so, I believe. So I think that's all I can think of on that last question, answer to the question at hand. So if you like this, smash the like, comment below. Feel free to do this video so I can actually see if you've done it, for any one of the viewers that are watching that may have not done this video. Also, in saying this, don't forget that I have got a merch store that I'm trying to hopefully add a bit more style designs in the next 2 months or so, to hopefully help with extra funding, along with the crowdfunding page of basically the Patreon account. For those of you who are new today, Patreon is like a subsidy account for us creators, be it music creators, content creators that are doing mental health or water form it is that they're using as a form of the platform on YouTube, Twitch, or wherever else they may likely to fly about. Basically, it's a bit about giving back to you guys when you do support. So if you feel to donate to me, big or small, no pressure basically, but it'd be much appreciated if you did. But hey, this will cover my cost of my rent, the travel when I do some more traveling with Aspie series, or just traveling in general if I decide in the near future to meet you guys, versus also basically hopefully my aim for this year or end of this year, fingers crossed, is to get that camera I've been wanting that's on my watch list, so to speak, as well as maybe better recording equipment, so to speak, with the camera setup and whatnot, so that I'm not solely relying on my phone and many other parts that were thing. And in saying this, with the Patreon account, basically you'll see that I've been trying to do some benefits and ties for you to give back to you as a thank you for, you know, journeying with me, even though some of it will be maybe for free, some of it, you know, maybe need out of my pocket to send you guys certain stuff there, if it may be, if you do donate to a certain amount, merch of your choice, versus basically maybe if I can afford to print out a copy of my book that I did 3 years ago, if you're interested in reading my life story more there. And I'm saying this also just to let you guys know down that I've got some projects in the works that I'm still hoping that if anyone wants to participate for project number 1 of the Journey Through the Mind series that you may have seen, Lydia, who was the first participant from Life with Lydia, basically sharing her life story. So I'm hoping to do short blurts of documentary style stories basically based on this. And in saying this, basically, if you want to be on the bandwagon in any way for that, feel free to comment below. As well as saying this, the second project of it was supposed to be an icebreaker for you guys, just to answer a series of questions. And if you do decide to come back for the second part of that Journey Through the Mind series to be a more depth storyline, please feel free, because I'm hoping later today, if all goes to plan, and I'm hoping to maybe get someone on the side to maybe animate them or what have you. And I'm saying this also, if you've seen some of my other videos, be it through my, you know, poetry, my baking with Aspie and everything else, please let me know what you would see more of, because at this point of time, it's all about giving back to you guys regardless. But I know I should be focusing solely on mental health and awareness and acceptance and inclusion as an advocate, but I would like to try and bring in some mixture of things so I don't, you know, bore you guys, so that you can just, instead of getting to know me, maybe getting to know others that were interested in coming into play. And then there's also just a heads up, basically I was hoping in the works later today to do a second part of my book that I did based on my life of an Aspie, looking through the life of Asperger's syndrome or something along those. I'll link the link in the description below based on that as well, so that if any one of you that are maybe autistic and are from the autistic community groups and you're interested in participating, let me know, so that maybe we can get the ball rolling and get the short stories done and up as well as a third part of my book series, because I'm still thinking that there are certain topics I may have not touched base on from the first part of my book of the Journey Through life with Asperger's syndrome of mine. And to wrap it up, basically, I have some other funding pages, like basically GoFunding or some other funding page that I've got, that if you're interested in maybe doing it through there instead of through basically Patreon. But as you know, Patreon and this other one, you have the option of PayPal and just insert bank account details and whatnot. I'm also saying this also, I'm trying to keep my blog up to date so I can create it as a website hopefully as of before next year, because that's my main goal. I'm still looking for someone who is willing to actually maybe help me design it from WordPress to actually put this web address in and stuff and tidy it up so that we can actually put other bits and pieces in that you may want to see on there, so to speak, if you've seen it, sort of thing. You know, hopefully you're enjoying some of the read-ups of what I write, even though it's similar to what I share with you guys of certain videos I may have put out, sort of thing. So it's easier for you guys when you come onto my WordPress site, that if you're a visual person instead of like a reader person, some of it is similar, but it should hopefully have some bits and pieces. And also in saying this, I'm at this point of time been away for a few times too, because of the subtitling I'm doing. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, and do what you love what you do. Until next time, I'll see you again soon. Ciao for now.